Greetings, comrades. Overkill is back with part 7 of Overkill episode 34. Chillax Revisited. I know the last video I kept saying part 5, but it was actually part 6. So video. I apologize for that. I had a headache. I was a little tired at the time, so. But I'm good now. So, boy, I got a lot of games during that Steam summer sale. Oh, yeah. Anyway, let's go get started. And, the music this time is going to be Painkiller. As I mentioned before, I got the Painkiller collection from the Steam Summer Sale. There's like, what, 6 or 7 different Painkiller games on it? And it comes with the soundtracks as well, which is good, because it means more music to play during BRO. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Oh, that's the 6,000 monster map. Hope everyone had a great Independence Day, 4th of July. I had to work that day, but it was a short shift. Didn't matter too much. And since I kind of skipped through this map for the last time I did it, I think I'll actually play through it normally. Okay, that's an exit, I'm assuming. In a way, the Painkiller music kind of fits. It is like sort of metal. Not like 3 inches of blood or on a bar, but you know. It's metal for the time. It was pretty cool. Even though this is my first time, it comes a shock to me. I've never played Painkiller until now. I've heard of it. You know, it has like a lot of different versions of it, but I never played it until I got that Painkiller collection. Oh. Okay, this time for real, I will exclusively using the super weapons. Let's be honest. The number of monsters in this map, it's pretty much a given them. And the music playing, you know, it kind of fits the slaughter. So anyway, yeah, give me 1 second. I'm not gonna pause the recording, but oh yeah, my phone's off. But anyway, I got quite a number of games during that Steam Summer Sale, which is over, by the way. So if you missed out, sorry. There's always next year. Oh, hold on, let me straighten up the window real quick. Give me 1 second. That'll do. Wait, no, that's not it. Hold on. Guess we just move the recording window then. There we go. There might be a little bit of a border on the side, but I'll fix that later. Anyway, yeah, I got quite a number of games. Those Steam, I might as well get those out of the way first. Because I already forgot what kind of games I got. Well, I remember the big ones, you know, like the BioShock games, you know, Wolfenstein, all that. Yeah, I played a little bit of Painkiller. It's a pretty cool game for the time. At least, like what, 2004, 2005? Hold on, give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. So, it wouldn't update. It seems to only update for the last week or so. But, as I mentioned before, I got Dying Light, Wolfenstein in the Order, Wolfenstein the Old Blood, the Painkiller Complete Pack, BioShock the Collection, which includes all 3 BioShock games plus the remasters of the first 2, Spear of Destiny, which is, I think, Wolfenstein 3D, I don't know, is it a prequel or a sequel? I don't know, I don't remember. Anyway, Project Snowblind, I remember playing that on the original Xbox, that was a fun game. Next Machina, that's a pretty cool game. It's a twin-stick shooter, kind of like Smash TV, and like Smash TV and Robotron got together, and this is their spawn. And Quake 4, yeah, it's just a few bucks, figured why not. Had the other Quake games, so I might as well complete the collection. Well, aside from Enemy Territory Quake Wars, but let's not get into that. And the original Far Cry, oh yeah, have Far Cry 2, 3, and 4, now I got the first one. Might get Primal later. I don't know, not really my cup of tea, but we'll see how that goes. Also, and just yesterday I got Waves 2. It's basically like a Geometry Wars twin-stick shooter. It's a sequel to Waves. It's a pretty cool game. Definitely check that out. And, ooh, The Evil Within. Or the Evil Within bundle, which has the Season Pass, which has all the DLC packs. I'm curious how that's going to. In fact, it's downloading right now. It's a big game. I've got to put on my second hard drive. Gotta love having extra storage. So, and there are a bunch of other games, some shoot 'em ups. I mentioned one, Desperate Times. And there are a few others too, but yeah, for some reason it won't update any further than the last few days. Not sure why. Anyway, let's continue the slaughter. That's what you really want to see. I just thought to get my Steam Summer Sale purchase out of the way. So, hopefully there's enough games for now, at least until the Steam Winter Sale. Ah, I love PC gaming. Games for cheap. I have more games in my Steam library than I had in every console I've ever played combined. And I think so far I haven't even played a fraction of those games. I have so many of them. But hey, there's in my library forever until I decide to, you know, want to remove them. Yeah, Painkiller, man, that's a pretty cool. I was trying to find out the old school FPS games, not just Doom and Duke and Quake. But the other ones like Serious Sam, Painkiller. I'm considering getting Stalker later. I kind of spent a decent amount on games already. Man, the Steam Winter Sale rolls around. Check it out. Yeah, who would have thought just a few years I'd never imagined I prefer keyboard mouse controls for first-person shooters over controller. I mean, perhaps the only first-person shooter I still use a controller for is Borderlands games. That's about it. The other first FPS game, I use keyboard and mouse. I couldn't be happier. Well, I'm playing more of that Ashes of the Singularity. Escalation. It's basically a base game with more content. Okay, so all that and oh, there's an area here I haven't explored yet. It's a pretty huge map. 6,000 monsters, you know. Okay, I'm gonna try not to kill too many monsters at once, because that's what causes that asshole to slow down. Turn up the music just a little bit. It just fits so much. There we go. I might start playing this music if people don't come out. I'll still play Neurovoider and Strafe, but I don't know. This music seems much more fitting. Can I not shoot that? Okay, it's just there. No, I keep saying it, but I still need to get Overwatch. My computer's more than capable of running it. It's like a slightly more taxing version of Counter-Strike Global Offensive as far as performance goes. I've seen benchmarks a lot of different games, and Overwatch's first-person frames per second is almost on par with CS:GO. Almost. Graphics are nicer, and there's so many more weapons than AK-47s and, you know, ops. Heck, there's a character that turns into a turret. Like, there's one that spawns a turret, and there's one that can be a turret. I'm still gonna get that game. Yet. Yeah, man, Ashes of the Singularity. I'm starting to love this RTS. Excuse me. Basically, it is from the guy who made Supreme Commander, right? Chris Taylor and Total Annihilation. It kind of plays like that. You can control massive armies. You summon like dreadnoughts, like these giant like floating battleships, and you like destroy like armies of enemies. You can actually upgrade your dreadnoughts once they level up. It's a cool game. I'm starting to like it. I know on my Cybertron PC it ran like shit. Like it was like the frame rate was literally in the 20s. I shit you not. But now it's like around the 50s, which is, you know, not quite that holy grail FPS, but it's still much more playable than my old piece of shit computer. Which, by the way, I'll probably just get a new case, like a small mini ITX case for it. I got my eyes on a little thermal take case. It's like $50. Because I'm gonna be honest, that Overkill case it comes with, let's be frank, it sucks. I mean, it looks good on the outside, but the inside, you know, the way the hard drives are positioned. Oh, cool! Just teleports me back here. The way the hard drives are placed. Like the front fan, it has a tray. You actually have to pull it out in order to install the fan, which is kind of stupid. I don't know why they don't just have a grate to like every other case out there. Okay, I don't see what I'm supposed to do here. Oh, here. Yeah. Oh, well. The numbers are a bit red anyway. Yeah, the case of my old computer is an Overkill Strike 1X, is what it's called. Yeah, it sucks. Like I said, it looks cool on the outside, but the way the front fan is installed is kind of stupid. It uses a grate, like a, almost looks like a hard drive tray, but it's not. It's a tray you have to pull out, and it's really hard to pull it out and even harder to put back in. Like, I don't know what they were thinking with that. Then again, this fucking computer I got in 2014, 3 years ago, mind you. So of course it would still take some time to, you know, make better cases. Yeah, I'm just gonna get a mini since that 855 and E33 motherboard I have. It's a mini ITX board. It's so small, so I might as well just get a mini ITX case for it. And I'll probably skip on upgrading to Ryzen for now. Like I was already, you know, already said it's gonna be a ways off, but I think, you know, I'm not even gonna use it that much. It's pretty much just be a backup computer. Like if something happens to this one, so I won't be doing this heavy gaming on it, but it's still capable. Like even that 750 Ti, I can still play Skyrim and Gary's mod, stuff like that. Just I do play Skyrim and I'll tone down the. I'll use some less taxing mods or graphics mods. At least until I get a new graphics card, I can put my 960 back in there. And then yeah, I just want to do once I eventually upgrade my graphics card, I'm gonna put my 960 super clock into the old PC. The 750 Ti, I'm probably just gonna give away. So I'll probably get better use of that than I did, which I did definitely. But since I got that 960 super clock, I really can't look back. It's still a capable card though. It can still play a decent amount of today's games, albeit at lower settings. Just keep in mind, you know, it doesn't have a power connector on it. It relies solely on the motherboard. So it requires like a minimum of 300 watt power supply. And what else? At least it has an HDMI slot, so if you have a HDMI cable monitor, hey, plug it in there and you're good to go. Just don't expect to run Doom on it, because not this Doom, but Doom 4, Doom 2016. Yeah, it wouldn't even load up with that card. I forgot what I'm supposed to do here. Oh, now I remember why I skipped it, because I had no idea where I was supposed to go. I think I have a good idea now. I'm not gonna lie, the painkiller music is kind of fitting. I'm surprised they don't use this kind of music in WoD. I mean, they're both kind of similar. You're fighting Hellspawn, only painkiller like more traditional demons like Grim Reapers and, you know, witches, stuff like that. Oh shit. Man, I can't believe I played this game sooner. Okay, I'm not quite sure what that switch did. Holy shit. Oh, okay, I see now. Clean them out real quick. All that slaughter, I haven't even killed 1,000 enemies. That's the scale we're talking about. Squad. So, I wonder, if you're on Steam, what kind of games did you get on the summer sale? Oh, I love the summer sale and the winter sale. So many games for cheap. I love seeing that kind of stuff on Xbox Live and the PlayStation Network. I'm not sure if the music's a little too loud. Just a bit. That should be good. These guys. Yeah, first we're gonna be using the Vindicator. Alright. I'm only surprised with this video is just this one level. It is a pretty big level. 6,000 monsters, mind you. I'm not quite sure what that switch did. Oh, that's what it is. Oh, cyber demons. Lambs to the slaughter. I can't believe I didn't play that series a lot sooner. I don't think there was Serious Sam, like I didn't play it until I actually bought it for the collection. And started playing it. It's nice to get recommended games from friends and stuff. I'm like expanding my horizons a bit. You know, I'm still playing Skyrim, Fallout 4 and whatnot. Hey, what's the point of having a large game like this? It's not even gonna touch me. Well, at least it won't catch dust. Yeah, that newer game got Next Machina. As I mentioned, it's like Smash Bros. Or no, Smash TV meets Robotron. Both twin stick shooters. Both fun. Yeah, it's a pretty cool game. Like the enemies explode in like voxels, like little cubes. And has some similar mechanics from Robotron. Like in Smash TV, you can collect power-ups, you can rescue humans, get more points, and there are also like hidden exits, hidden like power-ups and secret humans you have to save and stuff like that. And it's just fun. It's like a nice little high score game. Should have done that first. I'm gonna pause. I'll pause the recording with that lower. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Just behind the lower. The Cyber Demon arm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this video is gonna be just this one map. I can already tell. It's still open. I don't think I recall ever actually progressing. I remember skipping through so much of it because it ran like shit on my computer. There's so much slowdown I died, just freeze and no clip. Just to see what the level was like. Now it's still coming out slowdown to the number of monsters and be abusing super weapons, but hey, it's so much more playable now. Sticking the primary fire for now. So I clear this out, I'm gonna quick save. God forbid it freezes on me. Which it can happen. Doesn't matter if you have a nasty supercomputer. Anything that can go wrong eventually will go wrong. So I'm walking real quick. Okay. Quick save. This old one here. God forbid it locks up. I want them to do everything. I think I'd do that one more regularly. I said I would, but it's not. Blue key for that. I don't have any of the keys. Hop across. Pretty sure I'm not supposed to be here just yet. So if you're looking for like speed runs or beat the map as fast as possible, this series isn't for you. That's not what I do here. Just be blowing off some steam, blowing up demon spawn with nukes. What could be better? Spamming those arch files, don't they? Yeah, so much slowdown. Keep in mind, 6,000 monsters in one map. See, even when an overclocked i5-6600K, 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM, and a GTX 960 superclock, they're still gonna be slowed down. It's just not as bad as, just 8 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM, AMD Athlon X476K, that overclocked at 750 Ti. Curious what the next line of video graphics is supposed to be. The GTX 1060. What I'm going to get is the next series equivalent to it. I wouldn't be surprised like 1160, like 1170, 1180. That's my guess anyway. But that's just a pattern I noticed, Or it's a 760, and there's an 860, and then a 960, 1060, so I was surprised it went 1160. this one goes up to 11. Here's what the next architecture of NVIDIA GPU is going to be. How much more capable it's going to be compared to Pascal. Which, the 960 I have, I think it's... I don't know, is it Pascal? Or is it Maxwell? I don't remember. I didn't pay too much attention to the architecture. I just needed a card that was more powerful than my 750 Ti at the time. You know what? My second channel, I'm thinking about doing a video talking about my my PC, how it came to be. I'll talk about my old PC first, then my new one. Yeah, I'm still planning on getting an SSD, but it runs so fine without it that it'll be ways off. But you know, I'll eventually get one. There's the M.2 is pretty much for the OS and my programs, the antivirus, web browsers, all that stuff. Yeah, the antivirus, I use WebBoot. I use the Internet Security Plus, and that gives us spinning around that. You know, here's a new meat spin. Well, it kept spinning. More Cacodemon spam. Where do those explosions come from? Oh. Man, this piece is awesome. And the game's awesome too. The Painkiller. It's only simple compared to first-person shooters these days. No aiming down the sights, or you know, multiplayer ranking systems, or over-the-top set pieces and stuff like that. Just good old mindless demon blasting fun, kind of like a Doom is. I still don't know what that button does. Did it lower that? Yes, it did. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure I'm using a Vindicator for this entire map. So many monsters, might as well break out the big guns. But just look at the spoilers for this, feel like an hour-long video. Still survivors. I like the man in this hallway. And I realized this whole entire time I still haven't got a single key. Right when I say it, now I got poop. The key towar's just right here, isn't it? Yeah, it takes me over here. Wasn't there a blue? Yes, there is. Okay. I'm on the right track now. I'm actually progressing through this map. I'm like the before when I played this. I hear things dying. It's just Vindicator doing its job. By the way, still playing Skyrim. No. Can't help I love Skyrim. And yeah, I mentioned it before. I'm probably not going to get the special edition. Even though I have it in my library, I'm probably not going to play it because, as I said before, there are more mods for the original than the special edition. And a lot of the mods I use have still yet to be ported to the special edition. So I figured I'll stick with this one. It still plays good. I mean, it still crashes. Let's face it. Bethesda games, you gotta expect a few bugs. I still get the occasional crash, but it's a lot rarer compared to my old computer. And it ran good on that one too, even though it had a 760K. A 960 super clock, man. Oh boy. And funny thing, I should probably mention this. For some reason, Oblivion will not work. Like, the launcher will pop up, but when I try to start it, it crashes. And keep in mind, I I tried it with mods and without any mods. It does thing like it'll say Overkill just stop working, and I can't seem to find a fix for it. I don't know what's causing it. I mean, Morrowind works. By the way, it looks fantastic, that Morrowind graphics and sound overhaul. But Oblivion, for whatever reason, will not work. I'll still keep trying, but you know, it's not too much of a loss to me. I mean, I still have, you know, I prefer Skyrim anyway. I know a lot of people, some people don't like Skyrim because it's dumbed down compared to previous Elder Scrolls games, but it makes it a little more accessible. I do like Morrowind or Oblivion, I just prefer Skyrim. Not because it's simpler, easier to get into, but again, the mods. Can't stop the mods. Now, Oblivion has a large number of mods too. Morrowind doesn't have as many mods, it only has like a little over 4,000 mods, whereas Oblivion had like 29,000. And of course, Skyrim has like more than 52,000. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Phone, be right back. Alright, back. There's still a bunch of... I don't know how they survived. Let me quick save again. Yeah, there's something else I was going to talk about. Let's talk about Morrowind and Oblivion. Right now I was going to talk about the rain. I'm surprised how much rain we've been getting lately. It's insane. Again, I live in Texas, not Russia, despite my sort of passable Russian accent. I live in Texas, and I'm surprised how much rain we've been getting over here. Over the last 2 or 3 days, it's been raining in the nighttime. It rained hard. Like, the power actually went out at the store for like half a second, and it messed up the registers. It took them like 10 to 15 minutes to get it up and working again. Like, debit cards wouldn't go through, credit cards wouldn't go through. Huh. So this was trapped. Personal. That's the same one. Okay, so that just leaves the right one. So I just barely got half of the monsters in this map. I had a feeling it was going to take an entire video to do this. Okay, I'm going to save it. Oh, just does that. Okay, what's the left one? Okay. Oh shit. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it rained pretty hard last night. Good thing I brought my poncho with me. And honestly, it wasn't that busy yesterday. Even though it was Independence Day, you know. Honestly, the busy day was the day before. It was insane. Even in the nighttime, there were a lot of people. It was crazy. Last minute shoppers, what can you do? Spin out the numbers real quick. It'll still slow down. Especially avoiding it at this point. But again, at least I'm not skipping through the whole level. need to use more painkiller music in WADs because it fits. And the premise of both games is similar. Anyway, funny thing, I kept telling people that I care about Pro 64 back in May, enjoy the rain while you can, because once summer hits, we ain't getting any more. Lo and behold, we actually got more rain this summer than we did last summer. And I said the same thing last year, enjoy the rain once summer hits, we ain't getting any more. We did get a little bit of rain that summer, not a lot, but a little. So, here I'm eating my own words again. Christ. At this point, slow down something I have to deal with in this squad. And, you know, if you don't like it, I don't give two equally dicks. At least I have janitor mode on, so it cleans up some of the blood. I think I mentioned before, I had played a little bit of Arma 3 on Proteus, and it definitely runs a lot better than on my old computer. It still takes getting used to, though. This isn't your Call of Duty or Battlefield 3, you can just run around willy-nilly and just shoot whatever. Oh no, it's much more of a tactical shooter. Oh. What am I doing? Just quick roll. On. There we go. F9, gotta remember that. Okay, so this one? Okay. F6 is quick save, F9 is quick loading. I remember that. Hope you're enjoying the music. Hope you enjoy Painkiller too, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's like 5 or 6 different games. It's crazy. I'm not sure if they're expansions or reboots or completely different games altogether. It's hard to tell. It's been a crazy summer. I'll admit it's slightly better than last year. Not by much, but at least we got some rain. We got more rain this year than we did last year. Even though we hit 112 at one point. Hottest I've ever been in. Alright. Jesus Christ. All that. There's still a bunch of monster skill. There's still that red key door at the beginning. Okay, here we go. That one's magic. Yeah, these quiet mission fans, you know, I kind of gotten used to the sound, but for quiet fans, they sure are loud. Again, maybe if you put some like rubber grommets, they put the screws in, maybe it'll help dampen the sound more, but that it should kind of be standard for quiet fans. Not to defeat the purpose. Being a quiet fan, if you're not going to have something to cancel out some of that sound. Like those normal take fans I have, they were whisper quiet. They had rubber grommets. I don't know why these don't. You know, if they're quiet fans, it helps the tech behind them supports that claim. They're still good fans. The lights are good, plenty of good airflow. Yeah, inside my computer is nice and cold, but not exactly quiet. Alright. Still a bunch of monsters to kill. So where the fuck is the red key? Maybe here? No long gate loads, it's assuming that you're not using Russian overkill. So by the time you kill everything, it's already open. But if you have a super weapon, 1 or 2 shots, and now you have to wait for this to open. So I'm gonna pause real quick. Alright, that's open. Oh shit. I remember this part. But it looks like it's already been cleared up. Not yet. Oh, sweet. Sweet. Righteous. Alright. So that switch. Right here. Well, I did 2 of those, oh man. I'll let it run its course. Just, you know, I'm updating my Amazon app on my phone. Ordered some new hot sauces. One called Pain is Good, or Reaper Acha. Here's what that's gonna be, and Hellfire. Both have Carolina Reapers in them, and both are gonna make one use a stomach pump. Jesus Christ! Despite this, I'm happy with my computer the way it is. I'm not going to get an i9 5000. 2600 Triple X or whatever it's called. My 6600K, it still pulls my 760K out of the water. So I'm perfectly fine with this. Try time for another one. Alright. For the next line of graphics cards, I'm going to get the 60 equivalent for the 1060. Whatever the next line of graphics cards will be. Or maybe even a 70, depending on if it's power efficient or not. No, my 750 watt power supply is a bit more capable, but I gotta keep into account. I overclock my CPU, kind of overclock my RAM a bit. I got fans going. 2 hard drives. M.2 drive, and of course my graphics card. So, I think what I'm going to do, just because I'm paranoid and I don't want to take any chances, whenever I get a new graphics card, I'm also going to get a beefier power supply. I might get a, of course it makes a good power supply, so I'll probably get a, see what kind of 1000 watt power supply it has, maybe in a 1200 watt. It might be overkill, but you know, it makes upgrading in the future, you know, less of a hassle, because you know you're going to have more than enough juice for any new graphics card or CPU you put in. Is this Ozzy Osbourne? I think it is, hold on. Oh, it's Mech. Okay. I thought it's Ozzy Osbourne. Sounded like Ozzy for a minute. Some of the artists sounded like, you know, Trivium. At one point were my favorite band. A few of their albums that had like Metallica influences in them. Okay. Those archviles. Still a bunch of monsters. So Jesus Christ. Will I ever get the red key at this point? I don't know. Those like, I might get an RM1000X power supply whenever I eventually get my new graphics card. Again, I'm paranoid, and I want to go on knowing I'm gonna have more than enough juice to run my rig. A lot of people do it may be overkill, or you upgrade. You eventually need to upgrade. It'll be a lot smoother, so you don't need to worry about your power supply getting fried. Because let's be honest. If the CPU fries, it's just the CPU, you just get another one. If the power supply goes down, then it's a bit more problematic, because aside from your CPU, the power supply is the heart of your computer. If that goes out, it can take some other things with it, like its motherboard, graphics card, whatever it's connected to. It can potentially take it with it. When I eventually upgrade that, I'm with the old power supply. So there. It should fit in a mini ITX case, that thermal take one, because I've seen TechSource make a build with that case, and it can fit that kind of power supply. While I'm waiting for that, I might as well just look at this. 80 plus gold certified. Yeah. Well, my 750M, it's 80 plus bronze certified, so it's still good quality. But if you're planning on, you know, getting the highest quality parts, this might not be the power supply you want to go to. Yeah. And it's fully modular too. Well, the 750M is semi-modular. Like, you still have the 6-pin connectors and the SATA connectors, but the 24-pin connector for the motherboard, as well as the 8-pin connector for the CPU, those are coming out of the power supply itself. So yeah. Whereas the RM1000X that I might get, it's fully modular. It makes cable management a lot easier. So, now that that's out of the way. Jesus Christ, 48 minutes. Well, to its defense, I did spend like... Fuck. Forgot about this part. I did spend the first 3 minutes talking about my Steam Summer Sale purchases. Cores. I just want to launch 2 of those. Okay, I'll go with that run. And yeah, the mini ITX case I'm planning on getting is a thermal take. Oh no, it's not the Core Master Elite 110. Pretty, 45 bucks ain't too bad. And it's going to fit some fans on it. I love those thermal take fans, you know. Well, probably the only fans I'll put on it. As for that Strike 1X case, I might just throw it out. Okay, now I'm gonna wait for this. Well, get rid of the survivors. just focusing at this point. I said my share of stuff in this video. It's quite retarded. Well, doesn't it suddenly time me over until that door opens? Jesus Christ, it's a huge map. That should open pretty soon, hopefully. You sending me enough barons there? Yeah. Let's do this. Over there. Why are they so dense? Oh good, it's finally open. And we got the red key. Which means we can finally get the hell out of here. Yeah, I guarantee you probably still a bunch of monsters. Or not, okay. About fucking time. So, this is a small map, but I'm going to end this video here because it's like almost 55 minutes now. One of the longest videos I ever made. I wasn't expecting to be this long. Jesus Christ. Anyway, this is part 7 of Brutal Russian Overkill, episode 34, Chillax Revisited, and this is Unforgiven Caleb, signing out.